Firelight Dialogues, Volume 1, Number 6, Sacred Symbols and Hidden Scripts. Hello, welcome to Firelight Dialogues. I'm your host, Pat Kanzor. Today, we will be exploring symbols and hidden scripts. Before we ever carved a law, before we told a myth, before we named a god, we drew a line. And that line scratched into stone, pressed into clay, carved into bark, became the first bridge between the invisible and the visible. Today, we explore the ancient alphabets and sacred scripts that civilizations believed were more than writing. They were gateways, keys, maps, magic. As always, this space is about conversation, not confrontation. So take what you need, leave the rest, live and let live. And throughout today's journey, keep asking, where is the life lesson in this? Pull up your chair and let's begin. We start with the birth of writing as a sacred act. The earliest humans didn't see writing as technology. To them, writing was mystical. A mark wasn't just a mark, it was a way to fix meaning in place, to preserve something of the soul, to speak across time. Imagine what that felt like. For tens of thousands of years, everything you knew had to be spoken. Then, suddenly, a symbol could capture a story, the way a vessel captures water. The ancient Sumerians, creators of cuneiform, believed writing came from the gods. Egyptians said hieroglyphs were gifts of Thoth, Lord of Wisdom. Hebrew scribes called their letters living. Rune masters believed their symbols were the bones of reality. Druids saw Agam as the whisper of trees. Every culture, every alphabet carried this same instinct. Writing is sacred because meaning is sacred. Let's begin with the Celts. Agam, the language of trees, simple notches carved into the edges of stones, looks almost primitive, but its simplicity hides extraordinary complexity. Each stroke carries a letter, a tree, a season, an omen, and a philosophical lesson. For example, Dur, the oak, represents endurance, a doorway, and truth. Kol, hazel, represents wisdom, inspiration, hidden knowledge. Neon, ash, represents connection between worlds. Tene, holly, represents protection, will, and the warrior spirit. The Druids believed trees were teachers, silent but eloquent. The life lesson? Wisdom often grows quietly, and the oldest truths have roots. Now travel north. To the Norse, runes were not invented. They were the bones of the cosmos. Their belief was that they were discovered, pulled from the fabric of the universe, when Odin sacrificed himself on the world tree. Each rune is a concept, a force, a principle. Tiwaz means justice, discipline, courage. Rado is a journey, a rhythm, a destiny. Kanaz shows torchlight, knowledge, and craft. Isa gives stillness, patience, and clarity. And Algiz means protection, sanctity, and guardianhood. Runes weren't just read, they were invoked, carved into weapons, doorways, tools, gravestones. They shaped fate. And the lesson here? When you name a thing, you begin to shape it. Clarity is a form of power. Let's pause for a moment. Think of the symbols in your life, the ones that guide you, steady you, or remind you who you are. A name, A necklace? A handwritten note? A tree in your yard? A word that feels like home? What meanings have you carved into the world? And what meanings have been carved into you? Now to the Slavs, whose earliest known alphabet, Glagolitic, looks like it was designed by a philosopher-artist. Each letter is a curve, a spiral, a flare, almost extraterrestrial. The creators believed the shapes themselves carried divine logic, not just sounds, but principles. The letters meant peace, strength, speak, that which connects, or how it's done. Their alphabet wasn't simply a recording device, it was a moral curriculum. And in this, we hear another life lesson. The tools you use to communicate shape the kind of person you become. Egyptians believed hieroglyphs were the literal language of the gods, worlds carved in stone. A single symbol could be a sound, an idea, an entire story, or a prayer. Cuneiform, on the other hand, was angular, systematic, logical. It was the earliest bureaucratic brilliance, but both shared one truth. To write something is to make it real. To carve it into stone is to make it eternal. We still do this today, only the stone is digital. The instinct is the same. When we write, we preserve the self. Now let us consider the great synthesis and why symbols still matter. Why do these old alphabets fascinate us? Because even now, in our world of screens, speed, and scrolling, we know that symbols still carry power. A wedding ring, a flag, a family crest, a signature, a tattoo, a memorial, or a poem. We are symbol-making creatures. Some of us could actually be called symbol-minded. Every stroke says something about who we are and who we want to be. These ancient systems remind us meaning is not accidental. Meaning is crafted, and meaning is chosen. And when you choose your symbols consciously, you choose your identity consciously. As we close today's dialogue, I want you to reflect on one simple idea. What symbol is shaping your life? And what symbols are waiting for you to shape them? The ancients carved their truths into stone and wood. We carve ours into calendars, conversations, commitments, and memories. But the impulse is the same: to leave a mark that means something. Take what you need from today's journey, leave the rest, live and let live, and always keep asking, where is the life lesson in this? I'm Pat Cansor, and this has been Firelight Dialogues. Thank you for sitting with me by the fire. I look forward to seeing you in episode 7.